Hi there and welcome to Listen to the Market. In this session I want to run through what happened last week, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, through the eyes of the BBR rule set. Starting on Wednesday where I left off in the previous video, the 6-hour view, looking for a setup, part of the look, investigate, verify, execute routine, reveals a fake out sell, which means looking for a 3-hour sell setup as well. A FIP comes along, so the first thing you do is you mark in your entry level, mark in your ISL, which then by definition gives you your pips at risk. Equally by definition then you know where your 1-hour level is and your 2-hour level is. Simple, straightforward. Entry period comes along, the market does get you short, reverses, but doesn't take out the stop. Nothing to do other than just to observe what is the message from the market, i.e. the language of the market. Well, it's an OP up, and we know what OPs represent and where they come. Next bar comes along, next 3-hour bar, and now the position's in front, but hasn't reached the 1-hour level. So simply you can go to a break-even stop loss. The 6-hour is complete, and that also confirms that a top, magnitude unknown, is in place. Looking for a setup on the 6-hour, for a sell, we're already short. Looking for a buy, no buy that we can take advantage of. So just simply manage the campaign. Next 3-hour bar comes along, and now we can protect not only the 1-hour, but the 2-hour level. The close was below the 2-hour level, so you just simply move the stop down from a break even down to protect the 2-hour. Next bar comes along, and we walked away with a 2-hour profit for that short engagement. Now back to the looking part. On the 6-hour view, what have we got? Well, traditionally, being a black bar with an expanded range, lower low, lower high, and a lower close, the market's bearish. What about the loop setups? Well, the loop setups shine whereby a C3D is presented, a 3D setup requiring looking at more than just the one market. So it's a buy on the 6-hour. The 3-hour turns out it's also a C3D. So again, the process. Mark in the entry, mark in the ISL, pips at risk 38 in this case, and then you can mark in the 1-hour level, the 2-hour levels up higher through there. Entry bar comes along, opens pretty much unchanged, you're now long, a high or low, so simply raise a stop from the initial to a trail. Next 3-hour bar comes along, and again a high or low, so simply raise the trail from there to there, almost to break even. By now the 6-hour bar is complete, back to the process. Look, investigate, verify, execute. What have you got? Even though you're long, you need to be looking for setups on both sides. And there's an RTV sell on the 6-hour. There's also an IP buy on the 6-hour. Well, currently long, so nothing to do on the long side. Let's go through the RTV sell. The 3-hour does present a setup in the same direction, an SBS sell, so all things are go. Mark in your entry, mark in your ISL, pips at risk, and the 1-hour level. So even though you're currently long, you're looking to take advantage of a selling setup on the 6-hour, reinforced on the 3-hour as well. So one needs to compartmentalize. Next 3-hour bar comes along, and the long hasn't been stopped out, the short hasn't been triggered. Again, simply just raise the stop in through there. The 1-hour level still has not been reached. Next 3-hour bar comes along, and the stop has to remain where it is. And still the 1-hour level is not reached. Again, the 6-hour is complete, so back to the looking process. What do you have on the 6-hour? Well, it's another RTV sell. Is there a sell on the 3-hour? Well, the 3-hour presents another SBS 3D sell as well as a GORB sell. So again, you're currently long, but you're looking to take advantage of the movement down. Mark in the sell, mark in the ISL, the pips at risk, and the 1-hour level. So you're long, looking to stop and reverse. Next bar comes along, and whilst it does reach the 1-hour level, because this is such a laid-back approach, there wasn't the ability to look at the screen, look at the market to adjust to stop, and walk away with a 0.05R loss. No big deal. What about the short side? Well, the SBS sell, the GORB sell, did you well? Did you proud? Broke the entry level in through there, and now you can protect your 1-hour level. The close is 63, the 1 hour is at 73. Next bar comes along, which completes the 6 hour. I'll get back to that in a tick. A lower high, so simply lower the stop, locking in better than 1 hour, just slightly. What do we have on the 6 hour? Looking, investigate, verify, execute process. Well, first things first, what do we have? We have an OP. Enough said. Next thing, there's an FO buy. That's the buying setup on the 6 hour. Therefore, you're looking for a buying setup on the 3 hour, and it's an FO 1 hour buy. Nice. Entry through there, ISL through there, repetition, pips at risk, 1 hour level. So I'm sure you're getting the idea of how straightforward this whole process is of applying the 12 loop setups, complete with their money management and campaign management routines. Next bar comes along, and you've been stopped out of the short for a 1 hour profit. Thank you very much. On the long side, you're long in through there, you can raise your stop from the initial to a trail. The 1 hour level is marked up through there. Next bar comes along, high or low, so simply just raise your trail from that low to that low. 6 hours complete, you need to investigate, you need to look for setups. And we have a FIP buy. Well, already long, so nothing to do on that side. What do we have now? Next bar comes along, high or low, 1 hour level is not reached, nothing to do. And again, simply raise the stop in through there. Next bar comes along, and again, a high or low, you can raise the stop to there, locking in some profits. Not quite at 1 hour. What about the larger picture, the 6 hour view, I hear you ask? Not quite ready for that one. We've reached the 1 hour level, the market's closed beneath that, so you exit at market. And you walk away with not quite a 1 hour profit, you walk away with a 0.72 hour profit. So bar by bar, you can see this unfolding in front of your eyes. The larger picture, the 6 hour, is an RT sell. It's also an RTV buy. What do we have on the 3 hour? Well, it's both a buy, an IPO buy, and an IPO sell. So simply the numbers, the entry levels, the ISLs, and the R levels, you plot on the chart before you take the position to see where the market needs to go, so you can protect an R or two. And look at that. What happened in there? Initially went short, breaking below your entry point, and got stopped out for a 1 hour loss, a full loss. On the long side, you bought through there, the stop loss wasn't hit. 1 hour levels there, 2 hour levels there, 3 hour levels up there, and the close is just beneath there. So again, you can happily, easily cover 2.61 hour on that, getting out on the close. So it's a very, very structured process. The 6 hour view now is a FO sell. 70 pips at risk here on the FO sell on the 3 hour, way outside the bell curve. Don't even touch it. Don't even look at it. There's always another lobster out there to partake of. So let's do a quick recap on the on the Wednesday, Thursday, Friday from last week. We started out with an FO sell on the 6 hour and a FIP sell, which returned 2 hour in through there. The C3D on the 6 hour and the 3 hour returned a loss of 0.05 hour. Next one that came along was the RTV sell on the 6, SBS 3D sell and a Gorb sell on 1 hour. Next one that came along was, what did we got? Next one that came along was the FO buy through there, FO 1R buy through there on the 3 hour for a 0.72 R. So 1, 2, 3 wins so far, 1 small loss. Another 1 hour loss in through there, the RT sell, in and out on the same bar with the IPO on the 3 hour. And then the final one was a 2.61 hour profit on the RTV buy and the IPO buy on the 3. So there you have it. The last 3 days of last week, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, was rather handsome. What was there on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday? Well, the first one was an FO sell on the 6 and the 3 for a 1.5 R profit. Next was a Gorb buy on the 6 with a FIP and an IPO for a 2R profit. Next was an FO and a FIP, 2.5R. And the final one was an IPO on the 6 with an RT on the 3 with a 1.7R return. And the ones marked in yellow, the FOs sell through there, on that one there, as well as the IPO buy on the 6 and the 3, the enhanced entry technique provided for a double the return. So that's it from me. The bread and butter is a really nice way to fly.